yummy tonight. Lowest price of the year, only time this year. You're going to get a huge customer pick, Curtis Stone 12-pack of the 6-ounce Faroe Island salmon fillets. It's his #1 most popular food item he does here at HSN. Miss Kat's helping me out tonight. Look at that, you guys. It's delicious. It's big. There's such a great story. Faroe Island is literally the place for the best salmon in the world. And of course, we turn to, Chef Curtis Stone to bring that to us here as our today's special. Now, this is hugely important. If you go on right now, you will find that this is a huge customer pick. The reviews are amazing. I was reading some and I'll share them later. You're getting individually packed these giant 6-ounce filet of, again, some of the world's most coveted salmon you will ever put between your lips. It is incredible. You also get his yummy, yummy butter. It's a lemon garlic butter. You get a seasoning packet to go with it. Now, here's what we're doing. Literally for today only, you're getting it at this price. Sometimes our today special are pre-sale, post-sale, yada, yada, yada. No, you have to get it today if you want to get the deal. Now, here's the best part. Currently, we have more than 8,000 people on auto ship for Curtis Stone's salmon. You've got the chance tonight. You can lock in tonight's price as long as you stay in auto ship. It's gonna ship to you every 60 days. You can slow it down, speed it up, you can cancel it, you can do whatever you want in auto ship. But for today only, you're gonna get that opportunity, and this will not happen again at this price with 5 flex, with free shipping, for the rest of the entire year. All right, I'm assuming Chef is ready. Of course, multi-Michelin award winning chef. You've seen him on TV all over the place. Obviously, he's done amazing cookbooks and we love him so much. And here he is, fabulous Chef Curtis Stone. Yay!
I feel so lucky tonight because I said to HSN, I want Kat to come over and cook with me on this show. And they said, no, we want her in the studio. Kat, we fought after you, but who cares? You're here with us, so you're going to be cooking in the studio there. I'm going to be cooking from the farm. We couldn't be more excited to have you. This is the #1 food product at HSN, period, right? That's the highest rated food product that there is. I've got salmon that just went into a hot pan. These are, of course, my DuraPan. This is my little 8-inch sidekick pan that is on a crazy deal tonight. I've just brought these out of my air fryer oven. So let me show you what we're talking about here. Because these beautiful big portions of salmon, they do come with that gorgeous butter, but wait until I show you how flaky and fantastic this fish is. Can you see how perfectly that flakes? Now, I just put a tiny little dollop of the butter, whether you have it with the butter or not. The truth is, it is delicious with it. It is fantastic as well without it. Look at the size of this portion here, Suze, that we're actually giving you. Because when you flake it, look, this is a large cutting board, and I've almost covered it with this beautiful salmon. Let me just show you something. Because I always think, if you split this in half, if this is enough for you, and this is enough for your partner, well, now you're not taking home 12 portions, you're actually taking home 24 portions. Now, the value is crazy, but the quality is what I want to talk to you about. Faroe Island is the most exquisite place to get the salmon from. It has a sweetness. It's not fishy at all. No. It has a really clean, sort of pristine flavour to it. And everybody that tries this loves it. It's why it's HSN's #1 food product. And you guys sell some incredible food. I've got beautiful food that we sell at HSN, but so do so many brands. I want to take you to the Faroe Islands quickly.
Yes.
Because I want you to see where this fish comes from. Because once you see it, you're kind of like, oh, now I get why it tastes so clean, why it's so sweet, why it's so delicious. And the truth is, it's all about its environment. Now, this is a natural breeding ground for the salmon, the Faroe Islands. You can see ice-cold water. In fact, there's snow on the mountains, melting into these gorgeous fjords, so that fresh water hits the ocean. And then, of course, strong currents. That's what the salmon like. It means they're doing lots of exercise. They live healthy lives. That's what we want from aquaculture. Of course, we control the food, so there's no GMOs. It's an all-natural diet that these salmon are getting. When you're talking about farmed fish, aquaculture, you want it to be in the most pristine part of the world. There's nothing better than the Faroe Islands. The other thing that's so great, Suze, is we control the freshness, right? Because we tell you, we're going to take it out on a Monday. On that same day, the bones are removed, the skin's are removed, it's cut into these perfect centre-cut portions for you, and then it's flash frozen. So the day you remove it from your freezer, because it gets delivered to you on dry ice, the day you remove it from your freezer, it goes back to that perfect freshness again. So it just doesn't get any better than that. Couldn't be easier to cook. You literally remove it from the packaging, stick it into a DuraPan like the one I have right here. Let me show you. By the way, this is a brand new little fish slice. First time I've ever done it, and I'm so in love with it. Because look, I can get right underneath that salmon so simply, and then just flip it on over. Oh, just like that. You can see how perfectly non-stick these pans are. It just slides around. Right, so there's that perfect golden brown that we get every single time. That was about 3 minutes on one side. Then you'll remove it, about another 3 minutes on the other. Suze, I'm going to flake this one, and then I need you to do some talking for me because I'm going to start snacking. No. The salmon tastes so good.
Chef, I'm too busy eating. I can't do any talking for you. I'm sorry. Okay, no, so let me kind of give you the scoop. Number one, yeah, that is a brand new spatula specifically for fish and other stuff, but it really works great with fish. We put the item number up. We also have an amazing price on one of his DuraPans, the 8-inch Workhorse. That is a today-only price. That's later on, so stick around. But I want you to see just how massive this is. Do you know this comes out to about $11 per 6 ounce? And you saw Chef break it into almost 2 pieces per person, which is amazing, right? 1 piece feeds 2 people. Think basically 24. I'm gonna grab my fork so you guys can see it. Look at how thick they are. Like, look at the color. That is the real color. Do you know they do a lot of stuff to a lot of salmon that you see in a store? They would do weird stuff to it. You do not want to put it in your body. This is coming fresh from Faroe Island. And I actually looked it up, Chef. I'm such a nerd. Faroe Island, listen to this, is in the middle of the North Atlantic. It's between Norway and Iceland. So think about fresh, think about delicious, think about, and they really are very, very into environmentally friendly harvesting of the salmon. It is part of their culture. You're supporting a very small community that live on this idea of fishing for salmon and harvesting salmon. I love the story behind the Faroe Isle. I never knew it until tonight. I really looked it up and nerded out on it. But I love that. And Chef, he's a Michelin award-winning chef. If he's gonna pick something, he's gonna find the very best in the world. And you and I get to play in that world. If you went to one of these beautiful restaurants, guys, to get a piece of salmon, a meal, it's gonna cost you a ton of money. What about your local restaurant you go to? How much is just a really nice salmon plate? And it's not gonna be Faroe Island. It's not gonna be this quality. It's way more than $11. Here you're getting it all. And it's 12 pieces, and it all comes right to your door. And Chef, you're 100% right. Your customer reviews on this, everybody is so enthusiastic, and they talk about the flavor and the freshness. And really, as you mentioned, the ease of making it is so simple.
It's so simple. Now, Suze, look, this is my 9-inch. I'm calling it the Sidekick pan. I've just popped a couple into the steamer. What a gorgeous steamer, by the way. You can see that gorgeous deep steamer. You can steam this salmon. I put a little bit of the signature seasoning on it. That was it right here. There's a little dill, there's a little parsley, there's some lemon zest, a little bit of salt, of course, in there. So you're taking that home as well as that beautiful lemon butter, which is right over there, Dave, in the corner. I'll show you exactly where that is. So that's the butter that you're getting. You're also getting the signature seasoning. So whether you want to steam or whether you want to pan fry, choice is yours. Now, imagine this. This is going to be in your freezer come Lent, right? It's going to be in your freezer for Easter. It's going to be in your freezer for Mother's Day, because this all gets delivered to you. And I tell you what, the healthy, most delicious meals that you'll be making, and of course those fabulous health benefits. So whether you want to serve it over a little salad like I've done here, I've done like a little Cobb salad. But check this out. Let me grab myself a fork. I'm actually going to go ahead and just flake that salmon over. Now, you can pop it in the air fryer. You can bake it. Like I said, I'm steaming some. You can poach it. You can turn it into a gorgeous soup. I'm going to show you all of these different beautiful ways to be cooking the salmon, but have a look. Now, you might be hungry and you might want one of these salads for yourself, but the truth is, this could easily be a sharer for 2 people for lunch, couldn't it? And I really encourage everyone that's watching right now to go and Google health benefits of salmon because they really are sensational, and there's so many wonderful benefits to the salmon. Sorry, Matt, I'm literally throwing pans at you, mate. You know me, I get excited when I get around my salmon. The Faroe Islands is
we
the
all
most
get excited when we
beautiful
get
part
around
of
the
the world.
salmon. Hey, I want to check
true.
in, if you don't mind, Chef, with Kat, who's joining me. Kat's
Yes.
got a special little trick you want to show everybody.
Oh,
What
yeah,
are you
I'm
doing
gonna
here,
show
girl?
you real quick.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm making something, it's called salmon and papillote. So you cut a little heart shape, how cute for Valentine's Day, right? You cut your parchment paper in a heart like that, and then you put your his beautiful salmon, along with some aromatics. We've got some fennel, we have some green onion, we have his delicious butter the compound butter that comes with it, a little bit of dill and lemon, and then you just kind of fold it around
Like you're making
like
this little package here.
So you're going to make this little package right here, and then how cute is this? I'm going to throw it in the oven for 400 degrees for about 8 minutes, and then we'll cut it open. So we'll do that live.
So stay with us.
Yes,
We're
I'll
going to come
finish
back
doing
and
that.
see
Should get back to
Kat. She's
Curtis.
very busy over here. Yeah. She's like, I don't know, he's kind of the main star of the night. Maybe we should throw back to California. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to tell you, we are so
I miss
busy,
you,
Chef.
Curtis.
So let me update everybody. Jump on the auto ship. Now, I want to repeat this. I cannot say it enough. I'm going to sound a little bit like a broken record, but I don't care. Here's what we're doing. This is the lowest price of the entire year. Will he bring his salmon back? Yes, it is the #1 most popular item in his food line. So it's the lowest price today and today only. We will not post-sell this. So if you want to lock in on auto ship, now you can control auto ship, especially if you're new and you're like, oh my gosh, Curtis Stone, his salmon, I'm all in, but I don't want to be stuck in some kind of weird, program that I'm stuck with it for the rest of my life. Auto ship, you control everything. You slow it down, you can spread out the length of time you need it. Maybe you get the first 12 and you're not done eating them, so okay, don't get them for another couple months or 3 or 4 months. I've changed auto ship. If you say, well, I only want to try it once, I'm not sure, I get that and I totally appreciate it. But if you get auto ship and you don't want it after the first shipment, you just cancel auto ship. We actually make it very simple to do auto ship the way you want to do it. But the problem is locking in tonight's price for as long as you stay in it. And once you try his salmon, I am not kidding you, Chef, you will go to a restaurant, and you have a nice restaurant in your town or a big city or whatever, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this salmon is not good, it's not fresh, it doesn't taste great, it's too fishy, and then you're gonna say, why didn't I get that auto ship with Chef? Because he's only gonna bring you the very best. And Chef, I have loved working with you for so long now because you take immense pride in not only everything you do in your restaurants, on your TV shows, all the stuff, your cookbooks, your philanthropy work, but also in the stuff you bring us.
Thanks,
and I'm so excited because I can't get salmon like this, a big 6-ounce, beautiful Faroe Island filet for $11 anywhere near St. Petersburg, Florida.
Suze, this time last year I did the SAG Awards. We cook for Hollywood's elite, right? All the actors, all the movie stars. Guess what we served them? Faroe Island salmon. You know how many gorgeous compliments I got from that dinner? Every single portion that we sent out 1,100 portions. It was the exact same fish. Now, this is how it comes to you. Frozen on dry ice, right? This box will be in a bigger styrofoam box that has dry ice in it. So when you get it, it'll be frozen like that. When you remove it from the freezer, it only takes 20 minutes or so to defrost, and then you, of course, remove it from the packaging, and away you go. You're getting all 12 of them. Look at those gorgeous big 6-ounce portions. Now, the cooking couldn't be simpler. Oh, I've got something else to show you that's just come back, Suze. This is back in stock. It's sold out in its first ever airing. It's an oil mister. So you can pick up the salmon and you can just mist straight over that salmon. Now, you know my DuraPan doesn't need oil, right? But if you love that flavour, just mist, it gives you half a teaspoon in about 5 seconds, right? So very, very little amount of olive oil goes in. I put my salmon straight into the pan, so if you want to pick up that oil mist, it's also great to put vinegar in as well, by the way. I'm using my air fryer because this is how simple it is. You can start it in your little 8-inch pan. This is the Sidekick. We'll bring up the graphic on that in just a moment and show it to you. Another thing that you can do is just straight on into your air fryer. I'm going to come on over here. This is my beautiful French door oven air fryer. Come on over here. I've just pulled those out now. Again, this is that gorgeous little fish slice. Very, very flexible in the head, so you can get right underneath the salmon very simply. I'm going to come right on under here. I'm going to take both portions out. So if you're cooking for 2, it's the perfect size pan, although you could fit more in. Now watch this. Matt, maybe grab me a beautiful big salad, because I'm going to show you 2 different ways with the same salmon. So here's my salmon. I'm just going to flake that gorgeous salmon right, just like that. Leave that plate, thanks, Kenny. Thank you, darling. And I'm going to go ahead and lift up this other piece of salmon. You're a good man, Kenny. There it is. I'll bring it back over here. I've got a beautiful little puree. So a winter squash puree. So you can see here, I can go ahead and maybe do a little swoosh of that winter squash puree. I've gone and made a quick little simple sauce. This is kind of like a gremolata or a sauce vierge, which is just extra virgin olive oil. You know, I've got that beautiful extra virgin olive oil, some roasted peppers. So there's one beautiful wintry way to do it. Over here, right next door, I've got some fennel, shaved fennel and arugula. And then I'm going to give it to you, Kat, because I want to see what you're cooking. Have a look at this. This is 1 6-ounce portion. Look how much salmon there is. Easily enough to share between 2 of you, so you're really getting 24 portions. Every single one is a centre cut. Look at that. I mean, take your pick, you guys. They're both absolutely gorgeous, but couldn't be more different, right? So one very wintry, classical sort of a dinner time. The other very simple and fresh for a lunch. Let me turn that, Matt. Thanks, mate, for bringing that over. Dave, I'm jumping around. You can tell I'm excited, Suze, because the value's crazy. I can feel it when something's going to sell out. And I know at this value, this salmon won't be here for long. I had a look, I had a peek before. There was only 4,000 people could get this on auto ship for the entire day.
Chef, can I give you an update real quick?
Goodness.
Sorry, I want to give you an update. There's a lot less than you can get auto ship now. Now, you got to remember, this is supposed to air all day long. We have 2 airings tonight before we wrap it up and, you know, go home. If I were going to get this at all, I would pick it up tonight at midnight. You don't want to miss. Single ship is great, and a lot of you are getting it. You just want to try it. You're brand new, and you're like, I don't know. Well, get it at home, give it a try. It ain't coming back as a return because you're going to love it. I promise you that. But the auto ship flat out is how you lock in the price, let alone how good salmon is for you to eat. We know it's one of the superfoods. It's so delicious, but getting really luxe premium salmon is a whole new ballgame. All right, I have to say, Kat is giving you a run for the money tonight, Chef. Just want you to know, I got my chef here with me as well, at least sous chef, I guess. All right, here's what she did. She did poke bowl. Now, here's what she used in it, everybody. We finally have back in stock the soy ginger sauce, and we also have the sriracha sauces. You get a set of 2, you can get 1 each, you can get 2 of one, 2 of the other, but she did a mean poke bowl using your soy ginger sauce. So guys, I just wanted to show you that. Kat, I gotta tell you, this is magnificent. I love it. The sauce is great, right?
So good.
Yeah. Doesn't that look delicious? She's giving you a run for your money tonight.
Oh, she sure is. Absolutely gorgeous. Good job, kitty cat. I wish you were here with me, but that's okay. I won't be greedy. Now,
I'm so happy she's with
I
me.
want to show you what you're getting, because this is the whole side, right? This is one side of the whole fish. Let me show you what we do. We remove the collar because that's very uneven. This also is quite thin down here near the tail. We take that away. Then we go ahead and we remove all the bones from both sides of the salmon. And what are we left with? This, my friends, is called the center cut, right? We remove the skin from the bottom, we remove the pin bones from the center, and then we portion it into those perfect 6-ounce portions. Let me show you exactly how one of these looks. So there it is. There's that perfect 6-ounce portion. Of course, this one, frozen, will arrive to you in dry ice. When you want one, you'll just take out one and defrost it. In fact, here you go, Kenny. Thanks, mate. What you'll do, I'm using these cutting boards. They are actually defrost on one side, cutting board on the other, right? So you'll just flip it on over, defrost it. It'll defrost in half the time. They are a set of 2, those cutting boards, by the way. Now, just a moment ago, I showed you how you steam the salmon. It's already done. Let me show you how quick and simple it is. Because what I'm talking about here, by the way, I'm going to grab my lid and stick that steamy lid into my lid rest. Oh, I've gone all turquoise tonight. Everything's turquoise. I love that. Now, check this out. It's my mum's favourite colour. I was just in Australia with my mama.
Oh, that's nice.
And she's watching from Australia, so hi, Mum. Now, check this out. Imagine telling your doctor that you eat steamed salmon, right, for your dinner with a little bit of steamed veggies, but look at how delicious it is. Because you think of steamed fish and you're like, oh, okay, is that going to have that fantastic flavour? Oh, yeah. I mean, look at how perfect these gorgeous big flakes are, right? And I'm just touching that. I've just hit it with a little bit of that seasoning. I tell you what, Suze, the flavour. I'm going to have a taste.
Oh, Chef, it's out. It's literally, I've just eaten some of that poke. I can't even stand it. It's so good. Can I do a couple stats that I want to share, Chef, if you don't mind? These are
Please.
remarkable. And to me, the only reason I'm going to explain them to you is because of how popular this product is, and hope that you're encouraged by these stats, because it's amazing. Chef has sold over 2.3 million individual fillets of salmon here at HSN. 2.3 million. You don't sell that many million fillets if it's bad. You only sell that many millions if it's tremendously good. You know, I mean, out of this world, and it is. I love this. When he launched it, our customers have placed over 600,000 orders for what you're getting tonight. And here's what's wild. It's the lowest price we'll do all year. So you're getting something that's a huge customer pick. And again, just to go back to auto ship, people right now actively in his Today's Special from probably a year ago, we have over 8,000 people in the auto ship program for his salmon. So here's your chance. Lowest price we'll do all year. It is a one-day deal. Please remember, sometimes we carry our Today's Specials a couple more days. Not this. You literally have one day and one day only. I have way less of the auto ship than I do of the single ship now. So if you want to lock in tonight's price, you keep the free shipping. You're going to get flex pay with it. And this is the only time for the entire year that we're going to do this as a Today's Special. Will we bring it back? Yes, I'll bet you $1 million we will, because it's hugely popular. Why wouldn't we? It'd be kind of stupid if we didn't. It's very popular. But every single airing after this night, after this day, is going to be at a higher price. It will not be the same configuration, and you will not get the opportunities you're getting right now. This is the only time all year it's going to happen. I just don't want you to miss out. If there's over 2 million fillets that have been eaten out there from one retail shop, wouldn't you stand in line for 3 hours to get some of it and find out why is it so good? Heck yes, you would. You'd know it. The reputation is there. And then to get it from a chef who's world-renowned. A Michelin star chef is not going to give you a bad salmon fillet. They're not going, let me risk my really good reputation worldwide and give you something really bad. He's not going to feed the superstars of superstars at the SAG Awards with bad salmon. So the same thing those superstars are getting at the SAG Awards, you and I get to eat at home. That's kind of fun. And look at the amount, y'all. I'm going to grab a clean fork and just turn it to the side one more time. Not only are they long, but you've got to see, look how beefy and thick these fillets are. You can tell that these are fabulous. And again, this is the best of the best in the world. The Faroe Islands fillets, the salmon, are known as some of the very finest and the best. And you and I now get to play in this world at home in the comfort of our living room or our kitchen. Isn't that lovely? All right, Chef, I know you've got more ideas. I'm going to throw it back to you.
Oh, well, here's what I'm doing. I've actually got the garlic. This is that beautiful lemon garlic butter. It's included in your purchase. You get the seasoning and you get the butter. I'm using just a tiny little bit of it because it's got this beautiful flavour, and just off the back of my spoon there, I'm just wiping just a tiny little bit of that butter over the top of the salmon. Wow, is it good. So, you can do it very simply like I have done in the pan. I'm going to do something fabulous though. I'm going to my oven. This just came out of the air fryer. Let me just move that up. If you want to get creative, this is a little phyllo pastry, and we've taken some cream spinach and we put the cream spinach on, right? So I can go ahead, lift that up, and you can see what we've done. We've done almost like little salmon Wellingtons, if you like. Have a look at this, Suze. Crunchy on the top. And all we did is we just wrapped it with a little bit of cream spinach.
delicious.
So you can get super gourmet if you want to. You know, so that's like a little beautiful salmon Wellington. I'm going back to my oven. I've got something else to show you. Because look at this. These are my cedar planks. First time ever. I'm going to bring it right up to the front, Dave. Check that out. We actually have these planks available if you would like them. Now, they fit 2 fillets on the one plank. Right, so all you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and soak that plank first. Now, if you've ever had salmon on a plank, you can use these outside on a grill when the weather gets nicer. You can, of course, stick them in your air fryer or your oven as well. The flavour that cedar plank imparts is, oh my goodness, extremely limited though. We don't have a lot of those cedar planks, so trust me when I say you got to grab them while you can. We will do a little demonstration on them later, but look at how the salmon just falls apart on that cedar plank.
I got to tell you, cedar plank's next level, Chef. I was talking to Kimmy, who's one of our staff members. I go, have you ever, me and Rob, my producer, and Rob, we're just like, no, that's next level with your salmon. If you can get a hold of those set of 4 cedar planks, and don't be afraid, it's super easy to do cedar plank salmon. Grab those. We actually will give you a little more information in just a moment. Kat's got 2 things you want to show us. She's getting us ready for the football game, right? Or the basketball game. Or the big game.
The big game, right? And you want to eat a little bit healthier. You know, you have a lot of other snacks that you might want to be eating that aren't as healthy. So if you can just offset it a little bit with this.
And I promise we'd reveal your heart.
Yeah, let me get the heart out. It's so fun.
And I'll eat one of these while we're at it.
You can eat one of those while you're at it. Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
So good. Look at how fun this is. It's nice little like heart shape. Ooh, burn myself. Burning myself. And then you just cut this open. You just grab a hold of that paper and look at how perfectly the salmon is going to be cooked in here.
So
look at that. And that delicious
Chef,
butter.
what do you think? What do you think?
Look at that. Just
Good,
perfectly.
And it's steamy and it's healthy.
Yes.
It couldn't be easier to do. I love that idea, Kat. Good job.
Right? Happy Valentine's Day.
Good. Happy Valentine's Day, you sweetie. I mean, so many people are going to be celebrating it, and I shouldn't say this as a restaurateur, but you know what happens in restaurants? The prices go up on Valentine's Day, guys. They just do, right? So stay at home, cook salmon for your loved one. I'm putting a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. That's a cauliflower puree, and that's that salmon that's come off a plank. Here's a great idea for you. Come on over here. Have you ever heard of cioppino, that thing that originated from San Francisco? It's a beautiful tomato-based soup. You use tin tomatoes, right? I've actually got my 6-quart stock pot. Yes, we have them available, but at last count, there was 900 of them. So this stock pot won't be here tomorrow, but if you're quick, look what I did. 2 fillets, I've just diced that salmon up, right? I'm gonna go ahead, dump all of that straight into my tomatoes. I'll put some olives in there. There's a little bit of lemon zest, and there's some onions, some garlic. I give it a stir. Let me give you a little peek, Dave. And look, this gorgeous soup, literally the salmon will cook. My producer just whispered, you've only got 2 minutes. Well, guess what? That's plenty of time because the salmon literally cooks in 2 minutes here. And I'm going to finish that off. Look at that gorgeous sort of tomato-based soup. You could serve this with a little orzo or some pasta. You could serve it with some rice, of course. I'm going to pop my lid back on. I'm going to show you this flake one more time. I'm going to take you to the Faroe Islands one last time because I want you to see where this fish comes from. It is the most divine place on earth, especially if you're salmon. They love being there. It's a natural breeding ground for them. And of course, what we're talking about is a very sustainable way of taking fish out of the ocean. We're talking about aquaculture, and you can see that beautiful, pristine water right there. Don't wait on this, you guys, because we are red hot on the phone lines. I think I told you the auto ship had over 4,000 before we started. We're down to 3,600. So. Yeah. As you can imagine, as the day goes on, that number disappears. So if you want to lock in that price, more people at this stage are locking in auto ship than they are the single ship. They're smart. They're joining the 2.3 million happy customers. That's how many of these fillets of salmon we've sold at HSN alone, right? 2.3 million people have tried it, and go read the reviews, you guys. You will be amazed at how many people absolutely love this.
And Chef, to that note, I got to read a couple because they're so good. Chef Curtis Stone's Faroe Island salmon is outrageous. It's sweet, moist, tender, and delicious. I strongly recommend trying it. Constantina said these are absolutely delicious, all capital letters. We'll be ordering again. Oh, wait, Constantina, you don't have to ever order again. Get the auto ship. And Chef, you're right. Guys, we are less than 3,500 of you in the whole country. And I've got a ton of you on the line now who will ever get auto ship. Now here's what could happen, because this show repeats itself overnight. We'll do another look next hour. We might be down to only a couple thousand going into when Chef goes live later today. So again, if you want the auto ship, why? Because you keep getting it, you can control it, you can cancel it, but you lock in the price for as long as you stay in the price, and you continue to get free shipping, and you continue to get flex pay. Please remember, this is the only time this year, today only, it's not going to be post-sold, where we're offering his salmon fillets as a today's special. Lowest price we're going to do for the whole year, and you got one day. And on that auto ship, it's less than a day. I almost guarantee that auto ship's going to be gone early before the single ship. All right, a couple things I want to show you. Chef was working with